Good evening.
Okay.
It's 7 o'clock, and we have two meetings tonight. The first is this is the Urbana City Council Humor Hour. Okay. The first meeting is the Cunningham Town Board meeting, and that will be followed by the Urbana City Council. I'd like to call the Cunningham Town Board meeting to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Bowersox.
Present.
Mr. Jacobson.
Here.
Mr. Lewis.
Here.
Miss Marlin.
Here.
Mr. Roberts.
Here.
Mr. Smythe.
Here.
Miss Stevenson. Mayor Pressing.
Here. First item is the minutes of the previous meeting, January 9th, 2012. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
Motion by Dennis Roberts, seconded by Robert Lewis. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, that motion carries. Next, the Committee to Verify Bills. Carol Elliott, Township Supervisor.
Excuse me. For bills to be paid in February and those already paid in January, we have total town fund in the amount of $51,341.46. Total general assistance fund, $51,259.06.
Any questions for Carol? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the town fund and the general assistant fund.
Second.
Okay, motion by Dennis Roberts, seconded by Diane Marlin. Any questions? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, that motion carries. Reports of officers. Carol.
Okay, I have a few here, and I was going to talk a little bit about the building and the damage. Before I do that, I would like to acknowledge Michelle Mayall, who is in the audience, who was instrumental in making all the repairs, getting all the repairs done with the insurance company, making all the arrangements, so you should remember her.
Raise your hand over there. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, she coordinated with the insurance company, the adjuster, the ServPro. As far as the building goes, we replaced the furnace. Also, part of the drywall wood surrounding the furnace, which had to be replaced. We had a small dehumidifier refrigerator down there that we've replaced. The furnace we've upgraded to a 95% efficient, and we'll have to pay a portion of that, but it was good to do that. We had a lot of wooden shelving that was damaged. That was at the very bottom. There was around 15 inches of water. There's some of the steps in the bottom part of the basement that the wood is needing to be replaced, and we're replacing all the tread. And some pump has been replaced along with a water pump backup. And then there's lots of cleaning that's been going on. Files were damaged and had to be destroyed, and we followed the State Archives lead on listing what files those were, taking photos of those. And it still smells more like cleaning fluid. The carpets were also cleaned over the weekend. So it's better, but it's still an ongoing process. And as far as the budget goes, I didn't give you a budget report, but we will need to amend it soon because of the personal allowances amount is getting used up. And just one more thing, I had forwarded information to all of you from the township officials about an advisory referendum going on in the city of Evanston to dissolve the city of Evanston Township. There has also been a Senate bill introduced, that's 2874, to also discontinue Evanston Township, and that's sponsored by Senator Jeffrey Schoenberg. And that's about all I have on that. That was, I think, early February that was introduced, in addition to the advisory referenda.
And
Okay, Dennis?
to converse on that, I guess. The point of that was to suggest elimination of townships that are contiguous with city city boundaries, and
Yes.
it was a cost savings vision. What does our township feel, whether that's, I mean, do you have any comments on the appropriateness of that experience or not?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the work still would have to be done. Whether you get rid of the township, it would still take the same amount of staff, assuming that it's all legal to do that. As far as the assessor's position goes, the city taking the assessor's position on would probably be a bad idea. Yeah, I think, and this is where we need to do a better job of telling people about what we do here. You would still have to have the same number of people doing something, so I don't know that it would be cost-saving at all. Did you want to add anything?
Essentially, what you would be accomplishing is combining this meeting and the next one, because we don't have two boards, we have
One board.
the one board. You have the same people. One of the things that I see as a potential problem is you would have the city, which is the second largest tax levying district, performing the assessment function instead of the township, which I believe is the smallest. The township has virtually no interest in assessments because its levy is so small. You have the school district subject to a very large unit of government making the decisions for it, which you have an interest in it, in the individual, but collectively the city has a much greater interest than the township. That's one of the things that I see as a major problem in it. I can't conceive of how there is any savings, assuming that township employees become city employees and then raise the city rate of pay, you'd end up paying out more. Now, I don't know to what extent there would be an increase in salaries if you brought township employees up to the level that city employees are doing some more jobs, but that's one of the other things that I see as significance to it. You'd have the city attorney's office taking on the additional duties of the township. And the township, especially the assessor's office, has been quite active in various things. For example, proceeding before the property tax appeal board for major commercial properties, apartment developments, and so forth. I've represented the township in those, and I don't count them up, but I would guess that I've done 30 or 40 of them. I don't know that the city attorney would want to take this on without taking on somebody additional to do it. So again, I see no benefit to this city in doing that.
And we'd also have to find offices to house the employees that we're retaining, because they would also need offices to work out of,
Yeah.
among other things too, which this building is certainly not completely full of empty space for additional employees. So, well, it's interesting. I mean, this has come up in township discussion and at the state level, and we have a township. We're trustees of the township, so it's very educational to get some information from you. I appreciate it very much.
Okay, anyone else? Thank you very much. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the Cunningham Town Board? Apparently not. I don't believe we have any old business. Is there any new business? No. Okay, let's adjourn this meeting. Thank you.